Listen, I need to show you the prompt before I show you the build because otherwise I'm afraid you guys are going to think I've completely lost my mind and leave. So here's what I got. The build must include gnomes and be chimney-shaped, and it must not include rational design, okay? So this is what I've got. During one of our live streams, chat did what chat does best and completely lost the plot and somehow came up with this build plan. I believe some people pulled their points together, elected a leader to submit this. We have no pack limitations today. We can go up to 30,000. We need 3 bedrooms, and I'm mostly stuck on the rational design thing just because by nature I'm an extremely logic driven person. That's just who I am. So I thought for this one, because I can't not be rational, all I have to do is put myself in a different rational headspace. So I'm going to try to build from the perspective of gnomes, because gnomes now live in this chimney. Let's get building, I guess. We're back in Strangerville. I think that we should build this right in the middle of town, so we're gonna go here. Of course, bulldoze the lot. So yeah, I think that gnomes probably live here. I feel like that's the only reasonable explanation. So I need to make like a chimney shape. What is this, 5 by 10? That should be kind of chimney shaped, right? We're gonna do medium wall height. Maybe I should build based off a chimney. Maybe that'd be a good idea. I wonder, do you think I could actually build this? You know, I might be able to if I make it 6 deep. Hang on, I've got thoughts. I may be able to have my last story be a couple of round rooms, but they're gonna have to be little. Ooh, I may have done the math wrong on this. Yeah, okay, I need one more tile this way as well. I'm gonna go for this. It's not gonna be perfect, but it should be pretty fun. And I think we're gonna have to do tall walls everywhere, which isn't logical at all, but that's what we were asked. Okay, so what should we do with these sticky out parts here? I know there's gotta be answers to this. I think what I want is a floor, and I can extend this a tile. Sure, okay. And then I want one of my freezes. What's one of our like really obnoxiously thick ones? Well, there we go. I feel like that's my answer then. And then there's this one here, which I think maybe it would be fun to maybe make like a little balcony around the outside for that instead of using a freeze again. And I know it looks like it should be about halfway up the chimney, but I have a plan for that as well. Ready? It's a super secret hack called Foundation where you just do that. Amazing. I don't know about putting windows in a chimney, but what we could do is do glass roofs up top here and then just remove the floor. There we go. See, now we can have sunshine. So I think that's my base shape. So like I said, I feel like the only way I can do this is if I'm designing from the perspective of gnomes, because I have to have some logic. I literally can't function without it. So what do we know about gnomes? We know they travel in packs. We know they can teleport, so really we don't need doors and stairs. And we know that they like plants and they enjoy breaking things. So with that information, that really doesn't get us anywhere. All right, we need texture on this thing. I think bricks are gonna be the way to go. I don't know, should we do gray chimney or should I maybe make it red? Ah, darn, that does look better. All right, red and white chimney. All right, that's fine. It doesn't have to be an exact replica. I just needed something to work from, you know? Let's grab some bricks for up here. I kind of like this. It's not like a brick per se, but it is a nice tile. Let me have something nice, okay? Oh, I need a floor trim up here as well and half wall trim. We are not going to bother with doors and stairs because the gnomes can teleport and stuff, so that's that taken care of. I do have a budget to stick to some extent. Oh, I just realized this is the top one, so I have to put these not where the holes are. Okay, we need 3 bedrooms. Do you think I can fit 3 bedrooms here? Oh, they're not going to be quite even. I could make everything 1 tile wider, which would make it centered on the lot anyway. All right, fine. Oh my gosh, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I love this idea. This is such a fun idea. What a great idea we have all had collectively together. Anyway, I can put bedrooms here now, so we can have 3. Now it's 3 bedrooms, but I think that we should have multiple sleeping areas in each bedroom because we know that gnomes travel in packs, maybe bunk bed areas or something. And I think that this floor should be kitchen, living, and dining upstairs with all the natural light and everything. Or, they do love plants. Maybe it should be, maybe they should grow plants in here, and then kitchen, living, and dining would be here. And then plants and activities, and maybe a punching bag to let out some of the rage. Alright, yeah, that sounds completely reasonable. Do we have a bathroom? Bathroom would be good. This is going to be completely unusable for any actual Sims, just so you're aware. If you did want to have Sims move in, I would probably put a ladder in the back and have you like have an entryway here and turn this into a stairwell or something. So if I was a gnome, I would want a nice kitchen to cook all the fruits and vegetables that I keep spawning. Do we have red ones? Like brick color? Well, we have this. Wow, these walls are tall. Okay, that's totally cool. Also, I know what you're thinking. Gnomes are short. How are we supposed to use these counters? Well, they can like teleport. which we've discussed before. And because they can teleport, I think that that means that they are able to teleport like into the cabinets to get their ingredients out and onto the counter to cook and stuff. You know, I don't think that they're terribly concerned about hygiene and whatever. All right, I'll put a little cabinet there. We'll grab a trash can. It's gonna have to be one of these if you have any thought of an actual sim living here. And of course, a broom and dustpan because of all the seeds they're gonna be spilling around. There we go. Look at that, all that space. Fantastic. And then we can have a dining room here. What do you think? Should we just have all the same chair, or should it be chairs that they've stolen from different packs as they've traveled about? Yeah, sure, that's fine. And then I'll do a living room over here. Let's do a full sectional. Actually, I think I'm gonna make this smaller. I think I'm gonna move my dining room further this way because we need a little bit of walking space for them to waddle around. Well, actually, I guess we don't because they teleport. This has been established. I also don't think I'm going to bother playtesting this build. There's literally no point in me playtesting it as far as I can tell. There we go. It kind of looks like a G for gnome. Oh, we're at budget. I forgot I had a budget. Whoops. Easy peasy. Actually, I've decided. We're going back to the collecting random objects line of work here. Still bringing these in, but that should be significantly cheaper. I have a couple of $100 chairs that I'm going to get rid of. Also, how much is this table? $600? Why did I do that? Oh, maybe that's just how much these tables are. Alright, never mind. It can stay. Also, if I switch the brick out, that will save us a lot of money because that is an expensive brick. Yeah, this is how it always was. I don't know what you're talking about. We have a living room. I really like the television, but I think I'm gonna have to make it cheaper, unfortunately. There we go. That works. Kitchen, living, dining. We have a bathroom. We have 3 bedrooms that we need, and then whatever rest of the money we'll be putting up there. Oh, we still need gnomes. All right. I'm going to pull all the gnomes out real quick and put them in the yard, and I'm going to try to use one of each. But that way they'll just already be in the budget. Is this a gnome? That's a little mushroom dude. So there are all the gnomes. I didn't realize there were this many. Anyway, we need bedrooms, and by bedrooms, I mean a heckin' ton of... How many are there? Let's see. I need to group them. 1, 2, 19. I believe there are 19 gnomes. Oh, I forgot how big this was, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then for the other 3, maybe I'll give them, like, nice beds. And then if you are the king and queen gnome for the day, you can sleep in here. So you think that that makes sense. You think that that sounds great. Unfortunately, we do not have the money for this many beds. Not even the cheap ones. So instead, what if I took a bunch of these and we can fit 12, which is still pretty good. A couple people can sleep on the couch and everybody else can just stay up and play games all night or stand guard or go torture some innocent sims or something. I'm gonna grab some dressers for everybody. This one's 240, so that'll win. Somewhere to keep all their gnomely outfits. And let's see if we can match up some colors here. So this one will just leave yellow and yellow. Blue, all right. And blue, fantastic. Red, we don't have a red, so I'll just go dark to match the wood there. Do we have orange? Kind of. Green, we do have green. And purple is the last one, which I don't think we really have. Of course not, so we'll do pink instead. There we go. Look at that. See? See? It's amazing. Amazingly expensive. We are at budget. What can I do to save some money real quick? What do you think? I can switch out the cabinets. They're not going to be red anymore, but they'll be cheaper. And I know that upper cabinets aren't like necessary, but I do feel like if these gnomes are all living here, and we have as many gnomes living here as I've decided are living here, we do kind of need the storage. They usually show up around Harvest Fest, so maybe I can give them a nice little fall-ish lamp here. Ooh, this one's 65. What are you? 45? You know what? It's worth it. I want a little leaf. This is horrible. I'm so sorry. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but we are not including the lot price in this because it's literally not even functional. Like, I legit don't see the point. I could replace the dressers with suitcases, seeing as how they're like traveling all the time. Maybe this is not like a house. Maybe it's more of a hostel. Go back and forth between these little backpack and the suitcase. We do have orange here, so that's a win. Wait, was that a bumblebee? Well, that just made this need to have a yellow backpack. Any other money-saving hacks I can do? I don't know that there's a cheaper brick that will still... Oh, this brick just looks so much better though. It doesn't match the foundation, but it looks good. And it's saving us a decent chunk of change here. Ooh, you know what I should actually do instead of a foundation? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. A roof. And I should be able to just put it like that and put it all the way around. I think I'm gonna go back to my brick foundation. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. And what is the largest shingle texture we have? This one's pretty big. Just, you know, to make it remotely to scale. There we go. See? Now it's on a roof. So that should have saved us a bit. Yeah, a few hundred there actually. That's pretty nice. And then upstairs we need somewhere to actually get all of our gardening happening so we can propagate more seeds. The circles are right about here, so I should be able to make essentially a little ring of pots here. Wait a minute. Okay, I messed up. Hold up. There we go. Look at all that natural sunlight they're getting. How many monies do we still have? Not a lot of monies. Let's go over to activities and skills. I want a punching bag because these are angry little dudes. You know what? I'm gonna get 2 of them. And for the last little bit of money, I'm gonna sell the gardening theme by jumping over to, where's my greenhouse kit? There we go. Oh my word. Why is it so many monies? Oh, we are so close. I just wanted a little bit of storytelling up here. Just a smidge. All right, what are we sitting at? $30.77. I'm $77 too many. I want my gardening stuff. Is there anything else I can get rid of? I could knock the sink down a peg. To be fair, they do be breaking stuff all the time. So I feel like putting in, oh, this might be a good sink for them actually. There we go. Putting in some of this cheap stuff might make more sense anyway. There we go. Now I have money for my gardening. So we got our planters, we got some seedlings, we got some little planter pots, and then we're putting this here. I've got $8. I don't think any of this is $8. This is 10. 10 is not 8. So I think it's time to go save the game real quick and then go put our gnomes in. Chuck wagon. Oh, chuck wagon. It literally says chuck wagon. So you will be our kitchen gnome, or at least one of them. Park your little wagon right about there. You can be one of our punching bag gnomes. Get it. You're riding a chicken. You are a gardening gnome. You're eating the bugs off the plants. You have a cake. I think that makes you another kitchen gnome. Or, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put you on the table. You're an alien. So you are gonna go up here, supervising from above. You've got flowers. I feel like it's pretty obvious where you get to live. You are, oh, I have to do some move objects here. Yeah, good enough. All right. You, little bear, you know what? You are trying on your costumes for the upcoming holidays. You look very excited. You are watching sports ball. Yeah, sports ball. You, where should we put you? You've clearly been working hard all day. You are just waiting for the cake gnome to sit down so you can have a snack. Little Easter bunny. Oh, are you also trying on costumes? Fantastic. You can be costume buddies. You're on a flamingo. You're walking around doing stuff. You can be in the garden as well, I think. You are clearly taking a shower, so I'll put you there. Oh, you are steering the ship. You know who else likes ships? Aliens. So you guys, I think, are up here deciding where to drive this chimney to next. The chimney now flies. It's canon. Business gnome. Business gnome. Business gnome. I feel like you would be in the green room, you know, with all the money. You are swimming. Where are you swimming? The only place I can think for you to be swimming is in the toilet or in the sink. And neither of those feel like terribly appropriate. We've got a ghost. I think that you are actually best friends with the Reaper gnome, so I'm gonna put you over here. Have a little conversation. You look stressed. I think you are also watching sports ball. I want to see if I can get him like sitting on the edge there. On the edge of our seat watching sports ball. We've got, you look very sad. Do you be cooking and you're sad? Sad because you have to think of dinner plans for the next 400 years. I don't know how long gnomes live. Anyway, you've got magical glowing mushrooms. I wonder what you've been up to. I'm putting you in the garden as well. There we go. So here's my house. I hope you like it. I'll get some screenshots so you guys can see it a little bit better. What do you think? How did we do? Did we crush the brief or not? Only you can decide. If you think this is funny and you want to boss me around, you can do that in one of 2 ways. Either join the Discord using the link down below in the video description. When you send messages in there, you earn points for like activity and stuff that you can redeem a starter. It's very entertaining. Or like this one, you can join our live streams. Same deal. If you participate in chat or just watch the stream, you can gain points as well, and then you can exchange points for the same form. It's the same thing, just 2 different ways to do it. So there you go. This is what we built today. I will put it on the gallery because I feel like I'm contractually obligated to. That information will also be down in the video description. If you liked this one, you'll probably enjoy the playlist. There are some pretty interesting prompts you guys have come up with, or if maybe this wasn't quite your cup of tea, YouTube has a different suggestion here. Thank you all so much for building with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to building with you again very, very soon. Bye!